with this. I mean, we have seen online business growing, where everybody is like scared at the beginning that it was going to be the end of the world of business, and we can see some really amazing statistic or amazing metrics on online business. One statistic that I have picked up like this is that during COVID, we saw a raise of 50 to 70% raise of the traffic, internet traffic. So I'm kind of very curious, and we're going to start with Katrina. I'm kind of very curious about how the pandemic's situation affects your businesses.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really happy to join this webinar today. I want to introduce myself. First of all, I'm head of sales and business development in NetShop. I joined the company, I think, more than 1 year ago, and feel somehow already very comfortable. And yeah, so I can share more information how actually we face the situation. Now we know what is here, but back then in January 2020, we just could imagine and believe that everything will be normal very soon. But as we can see, we're still facing the same situation, maybe even worse. So we have to be ready. But when the COVID-19 pandemic first hit Europe, our business operation NetShop were only slightly impacted. As an experienced IT company, we have all the tools to proceed with quick and necessary changes. So we accepted this challenge, and we immediately switched to remote work and guarantee our employees' health and safety, which is the most important for us. Our staff transition from working in the office to working from home was made possible since we needed the very same tools we are using for our daily work here at the office. We use an online hosted document file collaboration platform and our existing internet-based phone system, PBX system, both with backup in our Acronis cloud infrastructure. The only addition that we made for our employees to be able to access this system securely and remotely from their home, we just needed to connect all laptops with the company dedicated VPN server. So our next thought, after settle all the employees, all my colleagues at their home office, our next thought was about our customer, new and of course existing ones. We thought, why not to combine these 4 tools into one bundle? Since we already were using them, we realized that they help us a lot on a daily basis. We experienced the easy way of collaborating even when everyone was remotely working from home. So we bundle those tools. We name our bundle Work at Home Bundle, and it includes access to a business VPN with static IP address, which is compatible with Android, iOS devices, can work on Linux, Windows, or Mac OS machines, computers. It includes as well cloud-hosted phone system, 3CX phone system, and an on-cloud platform for small and large teams to share their resources, and 500 gigabytes of cloud storage for backup and disaster recovery purposes. So we prepare our bundle and we release it for our customers.
Cool. Marco, what about you? What about what happened at GCO Labs? I mean, at the beginning and now.
So wanted to say hello to Katarina and to you, Manu. I'm glad that I'm part of this webinar. And I will start with your observation regarding the internet traffic increasing. I mean, it was a shocker for all of us. The pandemic was really hard from the start. I know the thing was we didn't know what is it actually and when it will end. That's the most 2 common questions. In every company, I mean, in every industry in the world, people ask themselves, are we gonna lose our jobs? What we will do after the pandemics, how it will long, and yeah, it will be a lie if I didn't thought about it as well. And actually, it was something that developed. I mean, a little bit depression in the business, in all businesses around the world. So yeah, suddenly we realized that IT business and streaming business, it's not affected, and that we're happy people. But again, it's really catastrophical when you see the results regarding some businesses. So I mean, not only Manuel, like you said, in that internet traffic, like 50 to 70%. I know there are some fact that in any industry like education, e-commerce, social media, gaming that we're speaking here, iGaming as well, so gambling and betting as well. There are two different stories about gaming and betting that Katarina knows as well. So betting were a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
because you didn't have the soccer games, football games. I mean, nothing happened at that time in the beginning of COVID. So on the other hand, the roulettes, blackjacks, live slots, online casinos were booming actually,
Yeah.
because people was forbidden to go to live casinos, to go to live slots, and suddenly they realized they can use their credits online. So I mean, increased in streaming was enormous after I mean, people realize that it will not take only few months. To be honest, I can't see the end at this moment as well. So we're
True.
continuing to do the things that we're doing all last year. 2020 was really, like I said, hard for some businesses. For us, luckily, it was really good. But also, we had a client in iGaming industry, so betting clients who uh, pronounced bankruptcy. So they left, and actually, that businesses are trying to make something again of their business, but you know, it's really hard situation. Yeah, in G-Core, as you asked me, we really developed and focused on developing the products that to help people to do things online. So we have our streaming and Meet video platform. That's a new product from G-Core that we're trying to connect people all over the world. It's something similar to Zoom, similar to Teams, Microsoft Teams, but it's more customable. So you can easily make your own background with your logo and your company's logo, and you can present everything that you needed through the Meet platform from Gcore. Also, we deployed tons of CDN servers all over the place. We signed a couple of nice and huge deals since the CDN demand rised enormously. When we speak about hosting, for sure, the gaming and iGaming, like I mentioned, was something that really took the part in this COVID situation, and we deployed a lot of new servers as well on all of our locations globally during this period.
So if I understand you good, and yeah, take me like someone who's not like familiar with very familiar with this. I mean, if I understand you good, you both, I mean, both company, you are telling me that COVID situation, COVID pandemic, creates some opportunity for your company. I mean, I hear Katrina say work at home. I hear you, Marco, saying that we build and we deploy many CDN pubs and streaming and also a video conferencing a tool. So there is always a backside on the growing and new opportunity. and I guess you see me. I mean, did you see really like a attraction and a lot of people coming to you organically? Because I'm going to read. I have here. I make some research. I read some stuff. Facebook, for example, reported that messaging across its app platform saw an increase of up to 50% in some countries. That's a huge amount.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Manuel, I would just add. Sorry for interrupting you. I would just add. We from our side, we didn't see the opportunity, but the other businesses saw the opportunity. We just shaped our business to help them to provide their products. As I said, education. I mean, e-commerce, social media, gaming, iGaming. They know the different sides of businesses, not only streaming. I mean, they did live meetings, they did live education, they did. I mean, you can take in consideration for this topic. You can take the schools, for example. I mean, probably the 90% of the schools, the high schools and elementary schools, did a streaming
Of course. Yes.
during the COVID. So I mean, they saw the opportunity to provide their services to the end users, and we just shaped our business to help them. So
Yeah. I mean, about streaming, I have like here, the streaming grew by 1 million hours across device between March and May 2020.
exactly.
That's an
We felt
amazing,
that.
yeah, that's an incredible number. That means that everybody was like who was in home had to went online actually. That's it.
I hope not during working hours.
Yeah, yeah. Coming from this, I mean, did you see, Marco? You just mentioned. Did you see some more customer or actual customer coming to you and asking you more traffic, more CDN, more point of presence?
Yeah, you can't imagine from I mean, which industry they coming. They're coming from all industries, like I said, and demand is bigger and bigger. Also, I mentioned we can't see the end of this, so it wasn't like it will last few months and everybody will back to normal. This is this is maybe cliche what I would say, but this is new normal, and we need to shape our businesses, shape our future, and also to take demand of our future customers, and to make the new products, the more effective products. What I'm afraid of, it's who knows where it goes? Nobody knows. We had a lack of servers in one point, so every company needed, even the big ones. The Zoom had a problems, the Teams had a problems with too much customers on their network, on their infrastructure. So I mean, even the huge companies had a problems. So you can imagine how the smaller companies handled that. So every company in the world had a gap to think and to realize what is the future for their business, and that was the main question in 2020. And unfortunately, on the other hand, unfortunately, but for some companies, luckily, in 2021. So many of them shaped their businesses in a really good way. I mean, there are new ideas, new topics to discuss. Also, the new products. Some companies went really high in revenues. So there are good things. I mean, we should talk about good sides of it.
Yeah. Somehow, this pandemic creates some new economy also. And I hope it will cover the loss of the normal economy. Let's say that. Katrina, you mentioned that NetShop ISP creates its own bundle of a product. Yeah. And if I understand good, it was like first an internal tool for you, or it was like a combining different tools for you that you were using internally. What would make you come with the idea to to say, okay, it works, let's go public?
Because yeah, actually, we first of all, our company, we use it for us, and we actually experience very fast setup, and we start using it just in the morning. We set it up at home and we start using it. So we thought, why not to help our clients? Because we start receiving some requests from existing clients, and we thought, okay, why not to offer it as well to the new one? Why not to bring it to the market? So we thought how to package it to be attractive about the pricing as well. Of course, we discuss, and actually we release it. Yes, and it was a couple of days. Because it was already components that they were in our portfolio. They were usually like an add-ons for virtual servers, dedicated services, some other services we're providing. So it was easy for us. We were ready, actually. It didn't took us a lot of time. And like we said, to move to work from home, all the employees will need dedicated VPN, and this and VPN we included in our work at home bundle. Is providing one static dedicated IP address and available to all employees, VPN users in the company, as well as the own cloud files documentation platform. Is important when considering the transition from office to home working. If we take a typical office day, employees usually exchanging large documents via USB sticks, email attachments, or use the office printer if they need the documents which needs to be signed. With the own cloud software, this software can help employees to upload, edit, share, and store files without the need for physical interaction or heavy loading of the company's email server with large attachments and, to send them back and forth. So it was those four tools that are very useful. And if we take into consideration the phone system, you just take your extension with you with 3CX. You just install a 3CX client on your smartphone and you use it from home. Just connect to Wi-Fi and that's it. All the settings, chat is available from your smartphone. So it was very smooth transition for us, and we offer it to our clients.
Cool. Do you let me get back to this? Do you target with this product more like small company?
Of course, we wanted to help freelancers who actually first were hit from the pandemic, startups, freelancers, small to medium businesses, actually. Okay, large enterprise, they were already ready, let's say, for this kind of situation because they have different offices in different continents, remote employees, so somehow there were tools in place. There were reporting tools, there were procedures. So for them, maybe it was easy to move their employees to work from home. But for those small companies, startups, bundle, work at home bundle is actually very useful.
Okay. Marco, you mentioned that Gico Labs came on the market with a video conferencing tool. Can you tell us a little bit? I mean, the origin. How did it go to the market? Why launching to the market? You mentioning a little bit earlier that some of the big players on the market were facing some problem due to the number. I mean, tell us a little bit what happened with this. I mean, what's the origin? How was the enter to the market? Who are you targeting with this tool?
I mean, I will not transfer this webinar to the sales pitch. I would not. I would tell you. I would want to speak in general. So actually, the Meet platform is something new from Gcore. We can send the link to the participants after. Everybody can try it for free. I mean, we're developing it and we're trying to stay focused how to help people, like I said, to build some more cost-effective solution than Zoom and Teams, for example. I mean, also from the other guys. and other companies, but also to make the Meet platform more customable, like I said, to the people to use it from freelancers to the big companies. So big scale, it's in the game. But I would say I would ask a question. I mean, for all you guys, where is the end of deploying new equipment, new I mean products, developing new products, and where is the end? And also, one more thing that I'm concerned of, it's we spoke on some events, me and Katarina actually, regarding the leads for the companies, the quality of leads that we are getting as well. So when you mentioned, Manuel, the Meet platform, yes, we have a lot of demands for Meet platform, but to be honest, the quality of leads and quality of customers that are approaching, it's not fantastic, as you know. So everyone nowadays want to earn a quick money over the internet, because like it's COVID, it's our time now. This is our time to earn money, and
True.
a lot of them are wrong, unfortunately, because it's not that easy, guys. And I assume that everybody from this webinar participants know that it's not easy, especially to make that chain, to have a good customer, to have a payable customer, to have a customer who understand products, to have a customer who know their needs, actual know their needs, and have some, let's say, a background education about the business he's doing. So that's my observation on your question, Manu. I didn't want to, like I said, talk much about the Meet platform, but I said that that's my observation on the topic that you mentioned.
So to summarize this, I mean, COVID brings you opportunity.
Exactly.
COVID brings you business, because you mentioned, both of you, that you could see the online, and the customer reach out to you and say, I need more traffic, I need more point of presence. I think now we understood that and we agree on this. And something that you just mentioned is that you also attract, maybe during this pandemic, some kind of low quality person jumping on the internet, thinking that it's going to be the new El Dorado. So I'm telling, it can be the new El Dorado. I mean, we agree when it's done smartly, but yeah, I can understand that also. Like, I will say, newcomer believe in a dream and believe it's their time. Did you face the same, Katrina, at Metro?
Yes, of course. We see the increase of volume, new leads, new clients. The leads turn to the clients. The conversion rate is higher now. Okay, because of the work at home bundle, is affordable, is easy to use, but also this kind of leads that you spend a lot of time, but there is no result at the end of the day. Maybe they don't follow your advices, or maybe they want something that is impossible, or it isn't possible with their budget. Yeah, we actually see the difference. I don't know, is the situation, is the worldwide, is there some crazy ideas maybe going around? But yes, we are at some point I just thought, okay, we need maybe more people in sales department, but at the end of the day, you see the conversion. I mean, I don't talk about small clients, I talk about big projects, and then you think, okay, no, because at the end of the day, they are not proceeding. They're just ideas which are not possible. So yeah, it's somehow nice to have all this traffic, but at the end of the day, you want to see the result, which is not there
Like
at
like
some
they
point.
say in this movie, show me the money. You know?
Yes, is what we want. Yeah, but okay. Also, is the quality as well, not only quantity, but yeah. This is the reality now.
No, all this traffic, all this growing and the online business bring me to ask myself one question: what about the security? What about the security when people have to work really remotely? People work from home. Company have to be. I mean, like here in Luxembourg, company were obliged to send the people working from home. And if you were catch making people at the office and they were not, there was no reason for them to the office, you can face a very big fine. But I understand that for some company maybe it's a little problem with security. For the gaming industry, for example, we saw an increase of more than 200% of DDoS attack.
Yes, true.
And I mean, what was the reaction from your company when the topic of security, DDoS attack, arise? I mean, what was your?
It's for me, right?
You can start, of course.
Yeah, I'll start quickly because okay, I want to highlight it for NetShop. Security is very sensitive matter. Is the most important for us in the company to protect our clients. And of course, DDoS attack is a common threat for online businesses. Yes, as you mentioned, it was the increase compared to second quarter of 2019 with the last year. So since many companies shifted their employees to work remotely because of the COVID-19, these attacks happen more often. It's very essential that companies are protecting their infrastructure from the potential DDoS attacks. Since in this new reality, as we can see, we are still working from home and it became our new normal. Security matters are always the most significant for NetShop, and I want to mention that the infrastructure where we host the work at home bundle applications is fully protected by our anti-DDoS devices. So we provide peace of peace of mind to all our clients. Same, our technical team is on standby 24/7 and always available for hands-on assistance to prevent any attempts for an attack.
Okay, Marco, the way G Collabs handled this?
It's really interesting question. I mean, DDoS attacks, it's something huge these days. And to be honest, it's a shady and toxic question as well, since DDoS protection is something that is really hot topic. From our side, we experienced a lot of DDoS attacks, a lot of customers that need DDoS actually. Yeah, for sure. We are the infrastructure company. We're providing hosting, CDN, streaming, DDoS protection as well. So demand is huge in gaming industry, in iGaming industry especially, because I mean, people. It's a lockdown almost everywhere in the world. People are sitting at home and trying to let's say make the attacks an impact on the internet community. So from our side, we're developing from month to month our DDoS protection. We also opening the mitigation centers, scrub centers as well, and trying to keep up with these days with these trends in DDoS, let's say attack world. So every day we had tons of complaints, we had tons of demands, and we're trying to, and also we are employing, we're trying to employ a lot of people in this sector, in this area of our business, because like I said, demand these days is really huge. Katarina knows that. I mean, everybody who is from not only gaming business, I mean, iGaming business that we're specialized in, knows that internet attacks, DDoS attacks are something that I mean, from this point and the future, we need to talk about really seriously.
Yeah. So opportunity, but also threat.
Big opportunity, capacity. Yeah, I forgot to mention the capacity in some regions are not enough to protect the DDoS attacks. That's the most common problem with the company. So also the smaller companies, they with their experience, the DDoS attacks don't have money for that level of protection, and that's the most common issue. For example, I mean, if you want more than 100 megabits per second of protection anywhere in the world, yeah, that's a monthly cost of, I don't know, probably 800,000 euro a month. So can you imagine if you want more?
It's going to be.
So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for every company. Sometimes companies, I mean, big companies paying millions, literally a month to protect their system from the DDoS attacks. So.
No, I can tell you from my personal experience, it's not only for companies. I mean, they also. I mean, the security. It's also targeting on social media. I recently lost my main account on Instagram. It was hacked, and
Oh my God.
yeah, and Instagram told me that they had to delete it because it was being used for bad stuff. So I had a back and forward conversation with them, but then 25,000 followers gone.
Yeah, we hope it wasn't you.
It was mine. It was mine.
Okay.
But before we jump to a small Q&A, I want to have your opinion about let's project ourselves in the future, even if it's very difficult because we were projecting ourselves in 2021 and nothing really changed.
Yes.
What is your forecast for the future? I mean, if we have to project in the future, and do you think that the new normal is really like we will continue to work from home?
Okay, as you can see, I'm in the office. So slowly, maybe there are some changes. Okay, we are all the tools I mentioned at the beginning of our webinars, they're installed, they're at home waiting for me just in case. But yeah, some days we're at the office, some days we are from home. So we are ready for any changes. But I'm pretty sure we'll continue to work in this mode, mostly working from home for the most of the countries. And it's not anymore something unusual or surprising or new for us. So it's something very new reality, very normal. Yeah. So by the time companies can choose the right tools that technology offers to us and have correct procedures in place, have good managers as well, because it's the question of motivation as well. It's the question to encourage your people to do something more maybe, or to be different, to be more initiative. Yeah. So we can actually face positive results in the daily staff operations. Yes. So we can increase productivity of our colleagues and also maybe some savings in terms of operational expenses. So as I mentioned on the second question, I think, so for some large companies, international businesses, this way of working is already something normal, is something established. So these companies have remote employees and branches in different countries. So their necessary procedures are in place, and they have reporting tools, as I said. So also they're controlling their security for the documents exchanges and so on between offices. So it's something is already here. And of course, the biggest impact was from COVID-19 was on the small and medium companies, as I mentioned before, and startups. So they needed to accept this new reality, the new way of working, and they have to be prompt. So they will be successful, and they have to adapt their businesses for the work at home scenario without affecting their day-to-day routine and their operation. So the global change made business really for any kind of working condition ready to serve their clients without any interruption. So we are still online for our clients for any requests, and actually we are ready to expand in these given conditions.
So you think that in the future is going to be a little bit of mixed of the two?
Yes, somehow I believe it's already for us. I mean, existing this way of working. So I believe yes, it depends. I mean, on the country, on the number of incidents, of course, and the what the reaction is there. But I believe it will be some kind of mix. Like now in NetShop, we have all the tools at the office, of course, and I have same package, let's say, work at home bundle ready there, install in my kitchen. So I'm ready.
Marco, I know for a fact that Rico Labs, for example, sales team is for a long time now a fully remote team. What is your forecast for the future? And I mean, I'm sure the sales team, for example, G-Core Labs will still work remotely, but do you think that it's going to be amplified? It's going to be like something that is going to come more and more? That some company are going to make this as a culture.
Manuel, I will divide my answer on two sides, so product and business side, actually. So from the product side, future is clear. It's video, and everything related to video. So GPU servers, CDN, streaming platforms, and for sure everything, like I said, related to it. It's really something huge that it's our nearest future. I mean, not only future, it's a present. So from the business side, it's really important to every company have the clear goal, clear path, because we are swamped with a lot of companies, a lot of popping up like mushrooms, and you know, like I said, a lot of people saw their chance in the IT industry, in the IT world. So it's really need from our side, from the company and business side, to have a clear goal, what we are offering, what we are developing, and our goals for not only the nearest future, I mean for the future in terms of 5 or 10 years. I mean, G-Core Labs, yeah, we're working, not all of us, but a lot of people working remotely. I miss events. I miss my suit and tie. I mean, usually every month, 2 or 3 times at the events all over the place. So from America to Asia, and I really miss that a lot. But we need to make, like I said, our path, and to make the products towards industry trends. What we're doing now. So not only G-Core, I mean NetShop as well, with a working bundle, with a work from home bundle, and everybody else, everyone who follows the IT trends knows that all, let's say, change makers and decision makers in the industry trying to bring a bar one level up, and to present something new to the
Cool. I don't have much more question. I think you answer in a really nice way all my question, and if I understood, I guess everybody understood. But I have some questions from the audience, and one of the question, it's like, have you seen increasing orders or requests from high bandwidth services since the lockdown start worldwide?
Yes, for us, we see such a request. We see new customers who requesting high bandwidth, and is more for what from what I saw is IPTV projects and of course from iGaming as well, and from what I understand is also for the streaming. I mean, for the companies that doing streaming, these purposes. So yes, and I think in general, worldwide, I believe this is the main request for the higher bandwidth services to be provided.
Marco, same by
Same here. I mean, same here. Or we have a new clients that approached us for a higher bandwidth, or the current clients they want to increase their bandwidth. So
cool.
Same here.
Yeah. So for the audience, don't hesitate to ask question. I love to put those two guys. I mean, Katrina and Marco on the fire. So I have another question. Don't hesitate to put some questions. Have the bandwidth price decreased from provider like NetShop or G Collabs due to the increase? Because increase of the demand is not always coming with a lower fee. So did you add more requests from customer with high bandwidth needs, and did the price went down?
Okay, for us, it depends on the location, of course, because we provide services in different location. Like for Cyprus, yes, we have changed our prices for the internet connectivity, for the bandwidth, so it's more attractive for our existing and new clients as well. And okay, Malta, let's say, it was always the most expensive from all our locations, and I think there is some kind of monopoly, so they're keeping their pricing there where it was, I think, maybe 20 years ago. I don't know, but prices are still high there. But in general, we're trying to be flexible, be attractive for our clients. So depends on the project, depends on the components service and components client will get. We try to adjust for his budget. So yes, we are lower our prices in some locations to, of course, to help other businesses. So my answer is yes.
Yeah. Did you have to decrease the price also for some?
Can I copy Katerina's answer?
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask another question. I mean, did you see some point of presence like coming back regularly when people were asking for this location, for example, when we come to high bandwidth? I mean, like, is there location that were never asked before, or location that were asked before, but then everybody wants to be there?
Yeah, the common locations for us, it's usually Europe, but the new trend in, let's say, high bandwidth is Asia for sure. So Asia is something, it is most expensive, but is something that it's most demand. Also, the demands from Asia coming to G-Core a lot. So especially Singapore, Hong Kong, we have a lot of demands from Singapore. Hong Kong, like I said, Amsterdam, Luxembourg, a lot. US stayed calm regarding the bandwidth increasing. We didn't have a lot of demands from bandwidth increase there. But Asia is something that the new market for the high bandwidths for sure.
And for us, okay, yeah, we receive requests for Asia, for Singapore, but not so many as Cyprus. Actually, it's booming, I would say. Like it was a popular location, but not so much. They are demanding about bandwidth, fast internet connectivity. We really have new projects that coming specifically for Cyprus, and somehow we ask why, because okay, we have clients in Cyprus, but maybe not so many. But now there is quite a long list of requests, and I think it was like a couple of days ago, one client told me like, we want to, is booming now, and we want to be one of the first. So we're really pushing now Cyprus, and we receive a lot of requests.
No, that's strange. None of you mentioned South America.
No, not from South America. No, for us so far, no.
Marco?
No, in South America, there are some, let's say, other trends in increasing VPSs, for example. Probably the small companies want to deploy their instances on cloud or VPSs like the servers, I mean, the physical servers. Yeah, not questions and not requests regarding bandwidth, to be honest, not a lot.
Yes.
I mean, normal. It's a normal pace regarding that demand. But some other trends, it really depends on like Katarina said, on location. You know, in Asia, it's a bandwidth. In North America, it's, for example, CDN and streaming increasing. And Latin and South America. For us, I mean, for our company, it's VPSs, also CDN. I mean, a lot of guys there, especially in Brazil, decided to go and to try VOD services, IPTV services. The huge perspective and a huge opportunities in VOD services, so video on demand, because we mentioned that people are sitting at home and want to see a good content on their TVs, on their laptops, their computers. So a lot of companies, they're popping up, they're providing the VOD and IPTV services. So connecting to that, CDN and streaming, our demands for CDN streaming are high.
Yeah, and may I add, please, as well, regarding Cyprus, is actually what we lately, our large projects, they were for satellite project, for IPTV. Apparently, Cyprus is very good location for the channels transmission, so is quite popular now. Yeah.
No, maybe you are a special location for Cyprus. I don't know. This you mentioned both Asia. One personal question: when you mentioned Asia, you mentioned some of rich countries in Asia, but like Hong Kong, Singapore,
Hong Kong, yeah,
some rich countries. But Asia is not only Singapore and Hong Kong. What about a country like India, where it's one of the most populous, the biggest population, and definitely those guys went online also. But you didn't mention a country like China, a country like India. Is there no demand? Is it they are like they can provide this by themselves, or any other problem?
Well, yeah, I can answer that if you allow. So the thing is that it's good that you mentioned India, for example. For us, it's the same level of demands like Brazil and South America, for example. Probably when you have two countries, okay, I can't compare Brazil and India for sure regarding economies, but in some places, in some part of the countries, yeah, because the Brazil and India, they're both huge, almost the same sizes. I don't know exactly for sure, but I mean huge countries with a lot of people. India have a bigger population, but the demands for streaming and VOD services are high there as well. So regarding China, as you all know, China is really a toxic territory to speak about IT services because they have their own
yes, their own
their own everything. I mean, so we didn't go to China, to be honest. We have some partners there, but it's really hard to penetrate the market of China. Anyway, I mean, we're trying to penetrate from the border of Russia because we have a huge presence in CS region, especially in Russia, and a lot of clients from China using our POP in Yekaterinburg and in Vladivostok. But the China we didn't touch. Regarding as you mentioned, I mean, the Asia become every year is becoming more and more popular because of economy. Economy is rising there. The people have more money. The economy is more stable there. So as you know, guys, China become one of the 3 or 4 leaders in the world, if not 2. I mean, it's really, really interesting how the world trends, to follow the world trends. You know, in a couple of next years, I mean, we will see, but probably the Asia will outrage the U.S. market for sure. I mean, demands, services, money that's coming from that region. We now see that the revenue from that region, from GCore, it's huge. So we were focused on Europe and North America. Every normal person thinks, okay, it's a wealthy territory. People have money there, but people don't realize that the Asia is the future. I mean, not only future, is the present. We really absorbing a lot of revenue from that region now.
And totally agree with Marco. I wanted to add about China. Yeah, we are not going there, but actually we have a product, Forex VPS, which we are offering to the brokers, and we have a Chinese template, so they can actually attract traders from China. So we are not directly working with Chinese customers, but we have a product that our clients using to attract those customers. And for India and also Pakistan, I would mention that, okay, lately we have increase of resellers, I would say, who is reselling but mostly virtual servers. For VPS, we have a demand from those regions.
Okay. I'm going to ask a last question because it is a topic that I'm really keen on. I mean, when we speak about traffic, when we speak about online, there is one phenomenon we cannot avoid talking. It's the rise of social media. And any of you experience kind of a race or social media or big social media or newcomer willing to enter this big game of social media, reaching out to you and needed your services? We know that some of the social media are owned by big companies and other social media, but there is a multitude of new social media. I mean, the phenomenon for the moment, it's a Clubhouse. I mean, because those guys need traffic also. They need and they have a huge traffic.
Yes, Marco.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tricky question since I can't disclose the names of companies that we signed in 2020. But yeah, you can imagine. Like I said, we signed a couple of big companies. So in that line, it's one of the biggest, maybe the number one, currently the number one social media in the world. So they became our clients, and I mean, the deployment of new servers, it's partially because of that client. So yeah, we had demands from the smaller, let's say, especially, this is what I forgot to say. So especially the startups regarding the new social medias. We had a company that approached us, for example, 2 weeks ago. They're creating the application that is only audio streaming, but also you can something like Clubhouse, but it's not that closed loop, so it's more open. So it's mixture of Spotify and social media application, and it's not alone. It's not alone. So there are few demands like that from companies like that in G Corp. So people are trying. They're struggling to build something that will be, like you said, a new Eldorado.
Yeah. Okay.
And for us, okay, we don't have these clients that like as a social media providers, and but I see is more easy for me to get new leads, to get quick interaction with the customers through social media, because before you needed the call or email, schedule, but now is the quickly messaging and through any platform. It's very easy now. I think people is more open for interaction. Let's say everybody's online.
Yeah.
And the other thing, NetShop, our CEO as well, we were invited in many iGaming groups in LinkedIn and the other platforms. And actually, we are active there. We are participating. We get new leads, we get new project, new connections, and also thinking about some other online events. But through these groups, I mean, is other opportunities for us, let's say, for marketing purposes.
So we can see that people are online. So they are
They are, yeah.
more easy to reach them out. It's already more easy to drop a message that is going to be visible. Okay, that's interesting.
Exactly.
I don't see any other questions. So I will say that's the last moment. 1, 2. If I see a question, there is no question. I guess we cover really pretty well all the topics. I want to thank you, Katrina, for explaining this. Thank you very much for being there. Your smile, your
I was very glad to be part of this webinar. Thank you very much, Manuel, as well.
Marco. Thank you very much. You're all the time elegant man, gentleman.
Thanks, Manuel.
Thank you very much. If there is no other question right now, then we're going to finish. This it has been recorded, so people will be able to see. We will share on the social media because people are there. We will share it. And if you have any question, you will be able to reach out to Katrina. I guess you're not against that people reach out and say, "Hey, Katrina, I saw the webinar. I have a question."
I will be happy to assist.
Yeah. Marco, the same.
Same here.
And if you don't find the address or the LinkedIn profile of both of them, you can reach me out. I'm really easy to find on social media.
Make new Instagram.
I will make new Instagram. I'm lucky it was not my only account, but it was my biggest account. I spent a lot of time to build this community, and it's gone. So, but when you see the positivity on this, is that it gave me the opportunity to build a better one. So
for sure, yeah.
So thank you very much for your answer. It was really insightful, I would say, and I mean understandable from everybody. I mean, when we do this webinar, we try to not only address to specialists, to expert of the domain. So I'm always try to make it more simple. And my question might sound a little bit like simple, but it's to make also you answering for everybody. So thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
And then see you soon. Thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.